Are you unsure whether you want to pay the debt or fight it? Welcome again. This is Blind Intelligence, where the rules, rights, and the responsibilities put you back in control. How's everybody doing? Yeah, it's been a while since I've been back on, and I want to apologize, but we're trying to get our computers and everything back up and running correctly. So but anyway, yeah, it goes back to what I was saying. Are you unsure whether you need to fight this debt or pay the debt? Man, that's up for you to decide. First of all, this is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. If you would like legal advice and financial advice, I suggest you find yourself a competent professional. And by all means, please be advised. What I'm about to say here is strictly for information and educational purposes only. Now, the views and opinions of me, the host, Foresight, does not reflect the views and opinions of any platform that hosts Blind Intelligence. Now, having said that, my question today, are you uncertain? Many of us has all been uncertain about a lot of things, especially when it comes to this, this debt situation. You're in debt. I get that. But the main thing is you have to know who you're fighting, who you're paying. When the letter comes in the mail, who is it? You have to know that. You have to know who, because you got two different types. You got your debt collector, and you got a debt junk buyer. So you got to know who you're fighting, who you need to pay. You owe Capital One. It's been over 180 days since the collections. Now, you may have a debt collector coming after you, but you need to know who you're going to pay. That's utterly important. Look, I know you're afraid, and I know you're uncertain, but you have to understand. You can't let these people get to you like this. You can't. You got to be stronger. You got to be bold. And see, when you know the law, that was written for you, the consumer, the chances will work in your favor. And you need to know it line by line, word for word, and understand what it's saying. Stop being afraid. You're afraid because you don't know. Because if you know, you be bold. It's that, you got that boldness about yourself. You got to be bold when you're dealing with these debt collectors. You can't let these debt collectors and these debt junk buyers try to play you. You can't let them do that. You better than that. You just, look, this is just where you are right now. Okay? Being in debt, it's not who you are. That's just where you are right now. That's just your location. But that's not where you are. You can move. You can move if you follow certain rules and regulations. That's all. You can move. But you have to make that decision. If you're going to stay stuck there, but you got to move. And the way you know it is through consumer law. And understanding how it works for you. I'm telling you, don't allow these debt collectors do this to you. If you allow them to do it to you, then that means you're subject to let anybody do anything to you. Look, I don't care if you get angry, because what does the Bible say? Be he not get what's the scripture? Being angry but sin not. Remember that? Be angry but sin not. So if anger, so anger is not a sin, because if that was a sin, then that wouldn't You know that wouldn't compute. They wouldn't. The Bible wouldn't have wrote that. You know. You know, you could get angry because angry would be your motivation to want to get this madness off of you. You know, look, I know you make mistakes. I've made mistakes. You know, I racked up a lot of debt, a lot, and I mean it was like overwhelming for me. I had creditors, debt not creditors, but debt collectors calling me. You know, I had debt collectors call me, sending me letters. Didn't know what to do. I was just like you. I stuck my head in the sand like an ostrich, afraid. I was more so afraid of what people may think of me. But let me tell you this today. What people think is none of your business. Understand? You have to understand that that's your business. You got in this debt, you got to get out. Because 9 times out of 10, if someone is thinking negative of you, those are the ones that ain't gonna try to help you no way. So I'm just gonna keep it a buck here with you. You have to do this, and you can, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Hey, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. See you next time.